Hey guys, so I had explained the contribution of neuroplasticity to the impact of pediatric occupational therapy. So, play is a child's main occupation, and guess what? It also helps with the development of neuroplasticity. So since pediatric occupational therapy focuses on play, I would say that neuroplasticity is pretty important part of development in pediatric occupational therapy. So what is neuroplasticity that we speak of? Essentially, neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to alter the structure of its neural network. It can form new neurons, make new neural connections, and eliminate pre-existing connections. Pediatric occupational therapy relies on principles of developmental and reactive neuroplasticity to support the belief that a child's ability to engage in childhood occupation influences the trajectory of development. So what are developmental and reactive neuroplasticity? Developmental neuroplasticity is the change in connectivity in the brain that occurs throughout the developmental lifespan. It, as in developmental neuroplasticity, is most impactful in the early years of life when new experiences and participation are leading to the development of many neural connections. There are two components that make up developmental neuroplasticity, and that's pleasure and active participation. Therapy must be meaningful and enjoyable for a child to achieve pleasure and active participation, and therefore we play. During therapy, occupational therapists capitalize on the responsiveness of the new developing nervous system to experience in the environment. The second portion of neuroplasticity is reactive neuroplasticity. So the brain and central nervous system the change that takes place following an insult or a brain injury are considered reactive neuroplasticity. So this is where the brain changes in response to an injury. Reactive neuroplasticity is also present when opportunities or experiences are either absent or limited. The change here would be cognitive deficits. Now this is a biggie. So pediatric occupational therapists rely on this evidence of neuroplasticity to support the notion that intervention can contribute to functional changes in young nervous systems. According to the University of Maine Cooperative Extension, children are born learning. With what they hear, see, and experience from birth has effects for their entire lifespan. Even before a child is communicating, their interaction with people influences their brains. Positive and negative experiences alike form connections in their brains. Research in neuroplasticity suggests that day-to-day experiences do more than provide a means by which specific skills are required. These experiences and engagement with people and the environment influence the trajectory of development in emotions, cognition, motor, sensory, social attachment, and neurophysiological and immunological regulation related to coping with social stressors. Thus, occupational therapy intervention capitalizes on the neuroplasticity and attempts to positively influence development by engaging. Come here and say bye. By engaging in the environment that supports development.